Hey everyone, this is Elise. Hi, how are you? Welcome to another wonderful episode of the Startup Celebrity Show, where we showcase emerging startup celebrities where they share with you their gifts, their passion, their stories. And one of the reasons why I created this space is because I think we all have a voice regardless of how big or how small our name is. So this is what I want to do. All right, so I am Elise, the founder and host of the thriving Facebook group, The Spiritual Entrepreneurs, where we're hosting more than 17,000 members from around the world. And today I have Maryse with me, and she is Maryse, right?
Maryse, yes.
Maryse, that's right. I'm so sorry. I am Maryse for me, and she's one of our members, and she saw this opportunity that I'll be featuring people, and she said, yes, I want to do it. So that's what we do for our members. So Maryse is from New York right now. And why I say right now, because she's not originally from New York. So I will let her share her story with you. And she is a humanitarian. She's also a spiritual seeker. Why am I not surprised? She's in the Spiritual Entrepreneurs group, and she's working with international organizations such as Save the Children, and she has created a travel business called Spiritual Vacations International to take small groups to sacred sites. Wow, wow, wow! We all love traveling. So without further ado, I want to pass. I'm not speaking properly today because it's in the morning, 9:04. Pass the mic over to Maryse. Hey, Maryse, you're here.
Hi, Elisa, and hi, everybody.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Alrighty.
It's morning for you and night for me in New York.
I know. We're exactly 12 hours. I'm exactly 12 hours ahead of you. So,
okay.
Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Haiti. I've been in the United States for 34 years.
Wow.
So I've been here a long time. I'm more American than Haitian now.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you living the American dream?
I'm living close to it, yes. Not yet, completely.
So tell us, what made you decide to move from Haiti to New York?
I came to the United States to study, and I decided to stay because I like the lifestyle and I like the opportunities, and I found a job really easily. So I decided to stay, and then I only go back to Haiti for vacation.
Interesting. Cool. So how has New York stolen your heart? What is it there that decided that, this is the place for me to be in?
Because New York is international. It's a big city. That's what I don't like about it, because I like smaller cities where there's more nature. But I was really attracted to the international scene because I grew up in an environment that was international. My father was working for the United Nations. I always grew up in international surroundings, so New York was the best fit for me.
Awesome.
And it is the best fit for me for now.
Cool. And you said you're almost living your American dream. So how would that look like for you?
If my business takes off, then it will be the real American dream.
Alrighty, so let's talk about your business. What are you doing?
So I'm doing a small group travel business that will take small groups of people to sacred sites around the world. Because when I was younger, my parents used to take me to sacred sites like Lourdes in France. I climbed the Mount Sinai. I went to Rome to see the St. Peter's Basilica, and all these streets were really fascinating. And very eye-opening and spiritually enriching. So I thought that going back to doing that type of thing would be really great, particularly with small groups of people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really what I'm trying to do right now.
Cool. So, what is the main intention? Like, what's your real intention for this business? Why travel?
Because I love travel. I love going to other places and discovering other people and other cultures and other sceneries. One of the things that I'm really interested in is different types of scenery around nature.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether it's mountainous or the ocean or different type of sceneries. And different countries do offer different type of sceneries also,
For sure.
particularly at the sacred sites that
Sure.
are so beautiful generally.
So, so do you think traveling is important?
Oh yes, I think traveling is very important because it opens your mind, it exposes you to other cultures and other ways of thinking, other ways of looking at life and having different experiences. I think it's very important. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I agree. Um, when I every time I travel, I would have new ahas. You know,
Hmm.
I would have new ahas, and my mindset just goes to this place where I never thought it's possible, and then my business would take off because I have new ideas, and it's sort of like you are not in your environment, and therefore you're out of your comfort zone, and there are a lot of things, you have a lot of emotions that comes up, your survival instinct will come out,
That's right.
will
Yeah.
come out, but at the end of the day it's all our emotional demons and ego. But if you sort that out, then that next level is just there, and every time you travel you'll never be the same person again,
That's right. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that is what's so amazing about traveling. And so, is this something that you have personally experienced? What is like your favorite place?
My favorite place. Oh, are you talking about my favorite place or my favorite vacation?
Your favorite? Oh, it's not the same?
It's not the same.
Okay, so let's start with your favorite place.
My favorite place is the south of France
Why?
because it's just beautiful and it's a slower place. It's a slower pace. Um, Nature is still intact. The people are still very welcoming. Um, Actually, I have a trip planned for August. I'm still trying to put a group together to the south of France.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and there's a beautiful town called St. Maryse of the Seas where all the gypsies of Europe come together to celebrate their saint patron. So
Mm-hmm.
can you imagine being in a little town with all the gypsies of Europe? You know that I mean it's great. It's just great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, what's your favorite vacation then?
My favorite vacation was when I climbed Mount Sinai. It
Mm.
was hard, but it was so I was so excited when I got to the top of the mountain. You know, it was really great being in Egypt. It was in Egypt. It was really great being in Egypt and seeing the pyramids that I had heard about for so long. And then we went to a small town called Sharm el Sheikh
Mm-hmm.
where we went snorkeling, and I discovered a whole life under the sea. You know?
Mm, cool. So,
Yeah.
looks like you pick exotic destinations.
Yes.
So, why did you choose the destinations that you pick? Is there a reason?
Usually they're connected with they're connected. They have sacred places,
Mm.
sacred sites.
So why do you think it's important for us to visit sacred sites? Is the energy different? I mean,
The
doing this.
energy, the energy is different, and it's easier for you to. It accelerates certain process that could happen for you. For instance, it can open some of your chakras faster.
Nice.
Um, you can become psychic um, very quickly. Like while in other places you may not be psychic, you
Right.
can receive information. You know, they have different vibration, and it's a totally different experience.
So you have been to so many of these spiritual sites. What is your personal experience? Have you like personally experienced your chakras being opened up? Have you become more psychic? Have you felt that healing within yourself? Share with us. Has that
Well, there was one place I went to, and it's funny because I didn't expect it at all. It was in Mississippi,
mm-hmm.
and what happened is that I was so close to nature that I became telepathic.
No.
I would receive messages from the stars. You know, for instance, I remember one night I was under the. It was a very starry night. There were a lot of stars, and I was looking at the stars, and I saw. Um, I forgot the name of the star constellation,
Mhm.
but it was a special constellation. And at the same time, in my mind, it told me to go look on the computer for such and such constellation, and that's how I found out the name
Mm,
of the and the story of the stars. Yeah,
right.
and
So,
they also told me to look at a scientist. You know, a lot of information came. Yeah,
so is this gift still with you, or is it just that spur of the moment?
it's more spur of the moment because I don't feel it now.
So
That's why
let's
it
link
depends
you
on
back
the
there
site.
again.
Yeah, that's why it depends on the site. Yeah.
Right, right, right. So, any other psychic experiences, or has any of your clients told you that, oh my God, this is like the most epic feeling ever? Have your clients experienced the same as you?
I haven't had an experience with clients yet. No, not yet.
Okay, cool, cool. So, I know you take people to travel all around the world, and although it is a very grand idea, but the fact of the matter is it is still getting ourselves out of the comfort zone, right? So do you have any tips for new time travelers, or do you have any tips for people traveling to sacred sites? Because after all, it's different, right? Going to a winery site and going to a site of sacred energy. Your emotions, your preparation should be different, right? So
Well, the preparation is going to be the same, but when you're going to see the images of the sacred site, it's going to um, it's going to bring out different feelings than if you're looking at a winery site, of course,
for sure.
because there's so much beauty and the beauty itself is so grand that it gives you a feeling of reverence
Mm-hmm.
and a feeling of the sacred, and that prepares you for when you're going to be there.
Mm.
Because you're not going to approach that type of trip the same way you would approach a trip going to the beach, for instance.
For sure.
So of course, to prepare, meditating and looking at pictures is very important.
Mm-hmm.
And thinking about asking you questions. What do you want to get out of that trip? Uh,
Mm.
what type is it? Healing that you want? Is it transformation? Is it? Do you want accelerated pace in your life? I mean, when you come back, do you want a different experience? Those are the questions that you have to ask yourself. Yeah.
Right. So it's basically really like cleansing yourself, setting up an intention so that you can
That's right. Setting up an intention. Yeah. Yeah.
right. So do you have any like tips for people who are new, not seasoned travelers? Do you have any tips for them to what's there to pack and the whole process? I mean, traveling sounds fun, but the process of packing, it's not fun at all. Do you have any tips for people to pack and travel?
You know, this is a difficult question because I'm from the United States. Okay, so my first answer is pack 2 pairs of jeans. But you have to be careful because in certain sacred sites, depending on what country you're going to, jeans um, would not be the best choice. So depending on where you go, you may have to have a long skirt, for instance,
Right.
and a scarf.
So which
Uh,
countries or which places are jeans not allowed?
I think, if I remember correctly, if you go to the Middle East,
Oh, right.
yeah, that may be a problem.
Right. So you're saying you have a trip coming up soon. Where are you going?
We're going to the south of France, to
Right.
Marseille, departing from Marseille and returning to Marseille, which is in the south of France, a port city in the south of France. And we're going to Avignon, which is the city of the Pope, of where the ancient popes used to live. And then and in Arles, where Van Gogh
Mm-hmm.
painted the Starry Night.
Right. You can go activate your telepathic connection again.
Yeah. Um,
Sounds like to me, Maris, you like France a lot. Is it true?
yes, I like France a lot because I grew up in the French culture. Yes.
Oh, so you can
Yeah.
speak French?
So I speak French, yes.
Awesome. So we'll totally be safe with you. So tell us the process. Like, how would the trip look like? Tell us. Entice
um,
us.
we would we would meet in Marseille. Everybody is going to leave from different places, so I didn't want to leave from New York. We're
Mhm.
going to meet in Marseille, and from Marseille we're going to go to Avignon, which is a smaller town, where we're going to stay for 9 days, for 7 days. The trip is 8 days,
Right.
and Avignon is going to be the hub. So we're going to visit the whole surrounding areas where there are a lot of castles, where they have where it's not because it's a spiritual tour that we're not going to visit wineries. In France, you have to visit wineries. So that's included too, and there are a lot of medieval towns with little streets and cobblestones and um, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then every evening we would get together around dinner and discuss how spiritually enriching the day was. What did we get out of it? What experiences, special experiences we've had.
Mhm.
I think that's the most important part of the trip that makes the trip different because you can go on tours, but you see things after things after things, and you don't really have time to process it.
Right.
Being with a group of people who are like you, who have the same intentions and who wants to go through the experience in the spiritual way, I think getting together in the evening and discussing what the experience has been is very enriching for everybody. So basically, that's how it would go.
It sounds awesome. I mean, it sounds like, you go to places where it's not where most people go to,
Hmm.
right? So you go to the places where the local lives, like places where it's not seen on media.
That's right. Yes. For instance, another place is Haiti, where I'm originally from. Um, it's a fascinating place because of political upheaval. It's
Mm-hmm.
a country where there are not a lot of tourists, but it's quieter now. So I'm planning a trip for next year over there,
Mm-hmm.
and because it's not as developed as other places, the sceneries are absolutely beautiful and pristine. You know, there are very few people, so you have time to really discover the locals and the environment. So those are the type of trips that I like.
Right, cool. And one of the things that I can think of is, if you travel local, and if you can travel with someone who can speak their language,
Oh
for
yeah,
sure, whatever that you buy is 1/4 of the original price that they sell to tourists. Am I
yeah, yeah,
right? I mean, if you go to those places where, tourists are there, where there are lots of like media attention, of course, the prices will be jacked up. So to be a smart traveler and not, I mean, save money, yes, and to actually, what I would love to use the word is to make the money work for you and stretch for you, then you need to know where to go and experience more than just, like, I mean, if you go to France, everybody would go to, if you go to Paris, everybody would go to Eiffel Tower, right? I mean,
yeah.
I'll know that it's just a touristy attraction and the prices are going to be jacked up for sure. But if you can get something at a quarter of a price, why not? Just be smart, right?
Yeah, and you can get more. Yeah, and you get things when you go to the smaller places and local places. You get things that are in terms of artifact and art, which is more. I wouldn't say genuine, but craftier in a way. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
Right, right, right. So that sounds so awesome. I mean, I really truly and strongly believe we all have a purpose here in life. And it looks like your purpose, Maryse, is to show, bring people to spiritual places that are not commonly known, to experience and to go deep within ourselves and to experience that in a group. I mean, we all love to travel. I mean, who doesn't love to travel? We all love.
Hmm.
But sometimes at the end of traveling, you get actually more tired than the
Yeah, no, that's why all my trips are slow. The pace is slow. We get to know each other. We get to share with each other.
yeah.
Because that's why I take small groups, and I don't. I have a travel agency, so I can sell individual trips, of course. But I'm more into the small group because an African chairman. I don't know if you know. I forgot his name. Oh, anyway, an African shaman told me that I was meant to do that type of trip.
Ah,
That was amazing when I met him for a divination. He told me you are meant to do that type of trip, and you'll accelerate the transformation that the people are going through.
Maris, I have to say you are such a breath.
Malidoma Some. His name is Malidoma Some. I don't know if you heard about him.
No, never
He,
mind.
he wrote of water and spirit.
Oh, okay, cool. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, Maris, you are such a breath of fresh air in the spiritual community. I mean, we are all healers in our own right, right? But when we think of healers, we think about the hands-on healing, we think about card readings, but we all have our own unique gifts where we help people transform their lives. And
Mm-hmm.
I invite everyone to think out of the box. You don't have to just go through like a healing session or a coaching session to be transformed. And I think there are so few people like Maryse that actually have the knowledge, specific knowledge, to bring you to spiritual sight so that you can experience your own transformational healing.
Your own transformation, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
so that
Yeah.
you can go through your own journey. At the end of the day, we are all facilitators for you. We can't do the work for you, but this is such a beautiful, beautiful thing and a gift that you have.
Thank
I'm a
you.
coach and I'm also a healer, but I can't do what you do. So I am so grateful that I have the opportunity to meet you here and to showcase. Look, I mean, you are not in the limelight, but the thing that you do, it is so unique and it's so needed. We
Thank
all
you.
need to break free. I mean, I'm a city girl, and most of us are. And I think we need to break away from the city life for a while and go back to nature and go
That's
back to
right.
what's
Yeah.
your creation. That's
Yeah.
how and when it all started. I mean, I love the city. I can't stay in nature for too long, but staying in the city for too long drives me nuts as well. So you need to find your balance. So I highly invite you to get in touch with Maryse. I mean, she's going to France. I mean, France is a beautiful country. The language is beautiful. And, the last time I was there, I've been to the city. I mean,
And I have to say, Elisa, it's the south of France, so there's no terrorism.
cool, cool. Of course, that's important for our safety.
I
Yeah,
mean, I shouldn't say that for sure. You never know, but there hasn't been any. I mean,
yeah.
that's not really the target. Yeah.
I mean, the truth is, this is such a sacred trip, and I truly and strongly believe you'll be protected by the divine. So I strongly believe, and we're all called to do something. And if should whatever happens, I mean, you're all healers of your right, and you are there, and you're called to be there for a particular reason. So let's get rid of the fear. There's no fear. I mean, all is well. And what I was going to say is, plus you own a travel agency. And so, to help you book the tickets will be so much easier. And this is like a one-stop shop. I mean, I think you are the second person that I know who runs a spiritual travel agency. And I think that is so special and so unique and really, really a breath of fresh air. So before we end this, Maryse, where can we find you?
You can go to www.spiritualvacations with an S international all one word.com.
Is it international or internationals?
International. It's spiritual vacations
With
with
an
an
S?
S
Okay, cool.
international.com.
Sure. I will provide you with, the her website on our link together with the video. So rest assured. But if you really need to check her out, go to Spiritual Vacations with the S international.com. That's super easy with one word.
And then for the offer for the trip in August, it's spiritualinternational.com/offer1.
All for one.
Yes, offer one.
All for one for all.
Offer for one offer.
Oh, offer for one. Okay, offer for one. I thought
No, offer one. Offer one. Offer one.
Offer one. Okay. So spiritualinternational.com/. Is it Spiritual
Offer one.
Vacations International?
It's spiritualvacationsinternational.com / offer one.
Offer one. Cool. You got that, peeps? All right. So thank you so much, Maryse, for sharing with us your.
Thank you so much, Elisa.
Thank you. I mean, you have such a unique offering and your gift, and you are truly a breath of fresh air and a gift from God. So keep doing what you're doing. And
thank you and happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much. And I will see you more in our Spiritual Entrepreneurs. Go ahead and post it up there. Share it with the people. I'm sure France is a place where a lot of people want to visit. At the end of the day, it's just, yes, seeing Eiffel Tower is one. It's nice. You can see it once and then that's it. But, you want to have more experience with France, and you are the go-to person to bring us there and to experience life the way God has created.
Yes.
Without the interference of human being.
That's right.
All right, so I'll see you in the Spiritual Entrepreneurs, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Thank you. So this is another episode, a wonderful episode of the Startup Celebrity Show. See, I told you it's going to be nice. Without this show, I wouldn't have met Maryse and allowed her to share her gifts and talent with us. So I will invite you to expand your mind. Doesn't mean big is good. Sometimes small is good too. I love startups. That's the reason why. Because, we we are using our business to express ourselves, and sometimes the big corporations is just to what's that word, commercialized. With the small startups, you get to see these little unique artifacts, as Maryse has said. So, all right, so come back for another episode. And if you want to connect with us, go ahead and join our thriving Facebook group, the Spiritual Entrepreneurs. You'll see my face there. And so request to join, and I'll approve you. All righty, take care. See you soon. Bye.